Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. So a lot of you have been asking for some sort of tutorial video, but I've been kind of reluctant to do a tutorial video because as a very mediocre flipper, I feel like I don't really have a whole lot to add. But then I remembered what the appeal of this channel is. So I'm going to do a tutorial video on 3 basic openers. We're going to do the double rollout, we're going to do the Ricochet, and we're going to do a little invert. So let's get into that. Okay, so the first one is going to be the double rollout. This is pretty much the first move everyone learns. And you see, it's pretty simple. So it's basically 3 steps. It's you let go out of the bite handle, then you're going to use your wrist and bring it back around again like that, and then you're just going to bring it back up. And to close it, you're going to do the same thing. Throw it out again, and throw it back up. And then you can reverse it and throw out and come back down and then come back up. And that looks a little bit different. So there's the normal one, and there's the mirror one. And that's the double rollout. So the next one is going to be the Ricochet. And that's going to be that. And this one's going to take a little bit more dexterity to get because you are going to be letting this move around in your fingers a little bit more. But it's still pretty easy once you figure out what you're trying to do. So this one, you're going to start the same as a double rollout, but then you're going to want to get your fingers in it and get yourself right here. And then you're going to use the momentum of that to bring it around like that and ricochet it off of your middle finger to come back around. And when you're coming back around, you're going to want to move it through your fingers to get it back opposite of where you were. And then you're going to use your middle or your index finger this time to ricochet it back around again, and then from here you're going to ricochet it again off of your middle finger, but this time you're going to want to grab the handle again and just finish off your double rollout. So do it a little bit slower. And that's a really fun move to do, and it's a really good filler move, and it looks pretty cool too. So the last move we're going to do is going to be the invert, and that's going to be this. Now the main thing about this move is you're going to need to be able to keep that handle momentum to be able to get to come back around in the end. Now this one is also pretty simple. It's just your standard rollout start, so it's 1, 2, and then you're going to be 3 here, and that's where you're going to bring it around and invert it like that, and you're going to catch it like that, and then you're going to use some of the momentum of your wrist to twirl it once, twirl it twice, and come back up with it. And then if you want to close it inverted, just let it down, use your wrist, twirl it once, ricochet it off the back of your hand like that, and bring it back up. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2 to get to come back around, and then close it. 1, 2. So this one's definitely the more complicated one, but it's still not too much of an issue, and you can have more or less spins depending on where you are with another trick or if you're transferring or something. So not particularly difficult. And that's the invert. So once you get comfortable enough with those moves, you can try and put them into a combo like this. So I'm going to do a rollout to a ricochet to an invert. And you've got it open in the inverted position, and then to close it, just whatever you want. And that's the nice thing about these 3 moves in particular, is they all teach you basically how to manage the knife, with the ricochet helping you with some finger position, and the invert helping you with some momentum. So you can play with these moves for a little bit, and you'll get pretty comfortable with your knife pretty quickly. And then when you're learning some of the more advanced moves, you'll have a better idea of how you want to manage your momentum and your fingers and everything. So, thanks for watching.